up, world? Waxvillain, Seattle, Washington. You already know what it is. Welcome to Waxvillain Fireside Chat. We got Waxvillain family in the house tonight. Florencia Andrada, Adam Valenzuela, Johnny Rico, Love Soul Productions. Keep it locked. We'll kick things off real soon. Cholita Paint in the building. We see it. Tonight's gonna be special, y'all. Rachel J in the building. Florencia Andrada has entered the room. We're gonna kick things off real soon, waiting for Adam and Johnny to join. Make sure y'all cop that right there. Love Soul Productions Bandcamp. Hello, hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Miss Florencia?
I'm happy. I'm tired. Here is 10 p.m. So I'm like.
Okay. It's like end of day. You're ready to shut down. I feel it.
Yeah.
There they are.
Hello, guys. How's it going?
What up, Adam? What up, Johnny? Adam, I'm gonna need you to move in a little bit. Y'all got to get a little closer. We're out of the pandemic, brother. Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Shout out to Rock and Roll Gangster. That's Waxvillain family. Happy to see you, brother. All right, y'all. I see we got 12 on the line. If y'all are ready, I'll go ahead and kick things off. I want to welcome everybody to Waxvillain Fireside Chat. Fireside chats are similar to interviews. However, we take the time to do the research. We want to make sure that we're not duplicating efforts. More importantly, we want to support and strengthen what's already out there. We got a lot of questions tonight. This is a very special fireside chat. I'm going to tell you why. When y'all look at the individuals and the tiles below me right now, I want you to think about something, okay? It was 2021. The very first time I ever talked to Adam Valenzuela, right around the time that the Intuition's first 45 was coming out. Okay, the intersection of soul, 2021, navigating the pandemic, lots of things going on right there. Fast forward months later, I connect with Florencia Andrada. Again, I mentioned this yesterday in the video, a lot going on at this time. But what's so cool about all this, y'all, is that each of these musicians and I had some sort of connection years back. And here we are in 2023. And this is what I hope for. This is what I dreamed of to a degree. Seeing musicians connect and collaborate, knocking down barriers across geographic lines to do things like putting out an album like Florencia Andrada's new record on Love Soul Productions. I want to welcome all of our guests here. Like I said, we've got Johnny, we've got Adam, we've got Florencia. I'm so happy to have y'all. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we got some new viewers tuning in for the first time. I would love it if y'all could just kick off some basic introductions. Let us know who you are, where you're from, and describe your role with music. Florencia, we'll give the stage to you first.
Okay. Well, first I want to apologize about my English if I am like all. So, well, I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Tomorrow is my birthday too, so I'm heading 38 this year and having a great birthday because I'm releasing my first LP on vinyl, so it's quite a birthday. So yeah. I've been singing since, I don't know, maybe 15 years, and as my solo career started like 11 years ago, I guess. I have 2 albums, two CDs in 2012 and 2016. That's and right. Always as an independent artist too. So always like doing the hard way. But learning a lot too of that journey. So nowadays I'm very grateful because I learned a lot, and all that experience both brought me here, and really appreciating meeting the guys and having the chance to work with them, and having the chance to them to like bet on me this time, so my music can reach other ears around the world. So I don't know. That's me.
I love it. That's fantastic. Adam, you're up next.
So I'm Adam Valenzuela.
Switch a little bit.
I'm the founder of Love Soul Productions, founded in 2018, and also the writer and founder for the Intuitions. I mainly do A&R and all the production for the label.
Okay.
That's pretty much. I'm Johnny Rico. I'm here from Long Beach. I co-own the label with Adam. Do a lot of A&R work with him. We're also musicians, and we handle a lot of the logistics for the business.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, Florencia, my first question, I need to know, how did y'all get connected with Adam, Johnny, and Love Soul Productions? Tell us how it all started.
Here, Instagram. I think that this is the only thing I have to say positive about Instagram or social media. It connects me with you, with you, Don, with the guys, with a lot of musicians that if I didn't have Instagram, I guess I never had the chance to work with. So I think that if I see it that way, it's a great way to use the social media to find people that are in the same path and are in the same search, and we connect by here, by chatting from Instagram.
Right on. Right on. Adam and Johnny, what do y'all remember about that first conversation with Florencia?
I guess I was more surprised when she reached out, because we had been following her for a little while, and her music was really it was real like deep and heavy, and we have already been familiar with her music videos and stuff. So when she reached out, I was kind of surprised that she was wanting to trust us with her art. You know, it was more like we're more honored, like it was more like surprising, you know, like, oh wow, she wants, like, we're honored, you know, like she wants us to handle her record. Wow.
Johnny, what about you?
Yeah, it's the same thing. We've seen some music videos. It was like, it was fresh. It was like I hadn't heard the sound before, but it was crazy to see that it was outside of, you know, the circle that we have here with soul music. Mm-hmm. And so once I heard Florencia and just seeing what she had out, it was honoring for us to start working together and collaborating on those things.
Sure. And when y'all think about the label, the brand, what was it about Florencia's sound that you said this is totally right for Love Soul Productions in our catalog?
When I first spoke with her, well, for me, I think it's real important, and I always say this, that it's real important to provide more or equal, if not more, opportunity to women, especially in the industry we're in. It's so male dominating, and just our society in general. So I've always been an advocate since I started the label with giving women equal opportunity. That being said, her music is also, it touches the basis of subject matter that is real personal to that, in the sense of a lot of her songs have to deal with the trauma that women have to go through. And a lot of the other artists that are on our label are women as well. And to me, it just felt like, you know, right fit.
I love that. I love that. And that's something that you've shared with me in the past too, in terms of the mission and why you do what you do. I feel the same way across my platform. And I really love to see that on this scene for this community, for our soul brothers and soul sisters. Florencia, I want to switch pace now. You know, you and I talked in 2021, and I can remember you telling me that it's not very easy to press vinyl, right, in Argentina. I would love to know, for you, holding the vinyl record in hand, you're looking at the cover, the physical product, what does it mean for you for this LP to come out? Yeah, there it is. I'll break mine out too.
Well, I think that it's almost impossible, not difficult. It's almost impossible. More if you are an independent artist. It's like it's very expensive, very expensive.
Sure.
And here in Argentina, or in Buenos Aires, that is a capital, it's not so common to buy vinyl. It's like very like a little group of people that love vinyl, but it's not too much.
Very
so
niche,
it's
small community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niche. I like that. It's quite hard, and I never thought about that possibility. I mean, even if I be able to do it here, it was like, I don't know, it was like something I didn't even dream of. But then with all the vinyl like coming back and stuff, I was like, okay, maybe, but it was so hard that it wasn't in my checklist. It was like, well, maybe someday, I don't know. And having this, I got it on Friday at my place. So I was like, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. I mean, the guys send me videos and photos too, but until I didn't have it in my hands, I was like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it happened.
Sure. Can you talk to us about your vision, right? This is a collection of songs that you've created. What do you want us to take away from this experience when we listen? I tried to use some keywords to describe the sounds, right? The experience when I listened. But I would love to hear from you what your vision was as you were creating this, and now reflecting back on the body of work. What do you want us to take away from this experience, and what does it mean to you?
Well, it was quite a journey because we started this on 2019. So a lot of things happened. You know, you were in this world too, so you know that the pandemic changed everything. Yeah. So it changed also our way to think the album and to record, and the people involved in it was like very challenging to change all the plans, but seeing it this way in this time now, I think it was it gave us a chance to improve and make better music and better production and take our time, not rush. So I think it was we did it wasn't in vain. I don't know if it's clear, the concept.
Yeah.
But I'm like a very like, I love the nostalgic vibe, or maybe like the I don't know how to say it now, like movies, movie like how soundtrack kind of vibe in the music. I love that, so I think I try to put that a little bit in the music I do.
You can hear it. You can hear it.
I'm very dramatical. It's like, wow. But maybe that, and maybe if you don't know Spanish, I will love if you can translate the songs. I'm very simple as a writer. I'm not very like complex, but I'm very honest and try to be like, have my own identity as a singer and as an artist. So I talk about my feelings and my thoughts about the world and my life and my experiences with people, with my people I love, and my friends and stuff. So I think that, sorry, I talk too much. I think that the thing, the more important thing about the album is that it's quite honest about my moment as an artist and as the search. I think that the search never ends because you always want to improve one thing more, or the sound, the way you write, the way you sing. It's like never ends.
Yeah, no, that's true. Adam, Johnny, I'd love to have you chime in and just kind of let us know, what did you think the first time that you heard the album in its entirety?
Honestly, it was like, it was hot. It was like, it was just fire, honestly. She came and showed us the songs, and we seen her previous releases. It was like, it was crazy to realize that music was coming out of other places.
Yeah.
And we put it side by side to what our last LP release was, and it shows a lot about what's going on with music outside of here.
Yeah. Adam, anything you want to share?
Yeah, it just seemed very well thought out and conceptualized.
Yeah.
And a little glimpse into like a tiny part of another part of the world, you know, like a little tiny glimpse into another part of the world.
I love that. Florencia, Julio Fabiani has been a longtime collaborator with you. I would really love it if you could kind of talk about the working relationship, how y'all talk to envision the record, and more importantly, I talked about the long roster of contributors to this project. Let us know who are the key parts to seeing this album through.
Well, Julio is my my partner in all. He's also my life partner too. So we share a lot. We have almost, I don't think the same, but we love talking about soul music. We love the same artists and the same vibe. So we work well together because we have the same taste. And also he has his own vision too, and I have my own vision too. So we complement, and we work as all the lyrics are mine and all the melodies are mine. Maybe the music, sometimes I play piano and I play guitar, but very like basic. So sometimes I came with some chords and stuff and show it to him, and he improved that. Or maybe like Nada Más Por Hoy was one song that he recorded the riff with the fuzz, and I was in love with it, and I want to do something with that, and that was I think it was like 5-6 years ago, and it was like on the computer a long time ago, and someday it was like, this is for it. And sometimes I stole some music from him and I put lyrics and melodies, and sometimes I came with some simple chords and show it to him and he improved that. But I'm very like obsessed with details, and I love to be in all the little things. Like we both of us, like for example, sang the like the, I don't know how to say it, the horns. We record like, and then some friends came and recorded, or even the strings. We sang them, and then we are in all that of the sound. We are obsessive people.
I love that. So you have a hand in every aspect of it, really molding and shaping this down to the very last part. Okay. Very cool. Now, when it comes to this record, if you had to pick only 2 songs to play for someone that's never heard the music before, what songs would they be and why?
That's so hard, but I think that maybe Por Amor is one of the one I choose, because it was like very is it number 2, I guess.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah. The thing with Por Amor is it's like it was the first song we record since we released the latest album, and
Okay.
we it was like a huge step about us as producing and as the sound. We reached the sound we wanted for the first time in all the song and more in the horns. It was so difficult to get the horns sounding well, and on Por Amor, they're like amazing. So, and the song, it means a lot to me emotionally, but about the production and the sound and stuff, it was like the first time we felt like we're close. And then like Nada Más Por Hoy, because it's the name of the album and has a lot of meaning for me emotionally, and also it's like a different kind of approach.
Yeah.
With the strings and stuff, and it's like very dramatical, but at the same time it's kind of sweet. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that both are like two different ways combining in that represents the album.
Yeah. So for me, when I listen to a record for the first time, I sit in different places in this room. Sometimes close, sometimes far away. And the reason I do the far away listen is because when I hear something that moves me, I get up. And I remember seeing track number 2 that I kept getting up to that last night. But I think it helps me kind of solo out different instruments. I can even sometimes, I'm not good at articulating the terminology for mixing, but I can hear certain treatments and things like that. I heard a cinematic experience, a cinematic soulful experience, a very big professional sound, something that was very polished when I listened. In fact, when I first listened, I said, man, this is really clean and clear and big, and you don't get that across every LP or 45 that you hear. And Nada Más Por Hoy, that one, when I heard that on side 2, that fuzz, I'm so glad you kept it, because that's what got me up out of my chair. That was the one that allowed me
I love fuzz. I love the fuzz.
Yeah, but I think for a listener, you start to maybe hear things that you've heard in other places, and it reminds you of things, and so it brings this sense of enjoyment, that you're enjoying this new music, but it's also bringing you back to something that you've heard before. And that's what I think is really special about this record. 9 songs, I feel like it's the perfect length for an LP. All the songs, consecutively, the way they flow, it makes sense. And I do think this is a fantastic album. For my next question, yeah, no, absolutely. Is there a story, is there a memory that you have throughout all this recording that really stands out? For me, I'm often thinking about us always seeing an album cover, cool vinyl, right? There's a celebration when we're releasing music, but what we don't see is what's below the tip of the iceberg. So what was that obstacle that you had to navigate? What was that one moment that really helped y'all ignite and push this project forward?
Problems every time, everywhere, always. But as I said at first, if you are an independent artist, and if you are an independent artist in South America, you know that it wouldn't be easy. I know that in every country it isn't easy to be an artist, and more if you are an independent artist, and you are not in this because it is easy. You're in this because you love it. Yeah. So I learned that. So I don't know if I got an image. It was like so with a lot of ups and downs. For example, the one a friend of ours that was the owner of a study near my place that we record Por Amor and the last song Reguirme con Vos. He was also an engineer, and he used to record us, and he died in COVID in 2020.
I'm sorry.
So it was, no, 2021, sorry, in April, and he was young, he was 50, it was like unexpected.
Yeah.
So it gave the album like a lot of meaning with, and like, no, I don't know, I think that he will be so happy, so happy.
Yeah.
And I'm like proud of it, because he teach us a lot. And then, by the other hand, the members of my band changed. Then it was like quarantine, no quarantine, quarantine, no quarantine. And when I was like already starting to be on my feet again, my mom died. So it was all like, it stopped my life for a while.
Keep going, you're good, you're good. I gotta charge up real quick, hold on.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay.
I don't want to lose this footage, bear with me, here we go. All right, we're good. We're good.
No.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh yeah, a lot of like intense emotional things happen between we start the album and when we stop to the recording. So it is like the nada más por hoy means like, please, nothing more for today. This is enough for me. I'm like, I don't have rest emotionally talking about the thing. So it's like, I don't know, but the good thing is that a lot of friends and colleagues collaborate with me, and I'm so happy that their names are on the album, because even singing one background or helping me with something, they were part of it, and I will not be here if it wasn't for all the people that shares with me this moment. So I don't know, I'm very grateful.
That was a really beautiful explanation. I mean, you touched on a couple different things there. I think we can really tell that this was much more than simply, crafting a collection of songs, but it really took a village to put this together. And even on top of that, you talked about how this is hard work, being an independent musician. It's not easy. It's not glamoury and glitzy. But I want to shine the light on something that you've been doing over the years, which is making trips to the US to connect, to collaborate. I was so excited when I was seeing you on promo flyers to perform with Love Soul Productions, or seeing you in the lab with Tommy Brennick. I mean, that really shows your dedication to your craft, because those things aren't easy. Getting on a plane, going to another country, networking, connecting, that's work. And so when you reflect on that stuff, how did that help you grow as an artist? What did you kind of glean from those experiences?
A lot. I mean, for first, the music, talking about soul music, it's from the US, so it is like going to the birthplace of the music I'm in love with. I got to see Tom Jones, I got to see Charles Bradley, I got to see Lee Fields, I got to see Noam Shelton and the Gospel Queens, I got to see, I don't know, a lot of people that if I was here, I wouldn't be able to. So I learned a lot of watching my idols and the people I love to listen in my home. And then like knowing new people like Adam or Johnny or even Tommy, that for one way, I learned that being a musician, as I told you before, it's hard in every part of the world, and you have to be like going forward and being like very attached to your dreams, because it's not easy here or in every part of the world. And I learned that like very deep in my heart. And then I'm very like I don't know. It's hard to understand this, but I'm very insecure
Okay.
with myself as an artist and my singing and stuff. So traveling to the world and have been able to share my music with people that doesn't know me at all, and I have to be like, okay, I'm here. I have to put my shit together because no one knows me here, and I speak another language, and I'm like, I'm literally nobody. So I have to stand by my feet and be strong. So it helped me a lot to be able to do that, because I grown as a person too. So I don't know. It was very positive and very all the different experience that I had, like when I traveled, were amazing and gave me a lot of like empowerment. Even I didn't have the chance to record with Tommy yet. He's a friend of mine, and he like how can I say it? He gives me advices,
like
and
a mentor.
yeah, he gave us like back and forward, but not yet. I cross my fingers because I know he cares about me, but no, I don't know. Maybe sometime, someday.
You gotta speak it. You gotta speak it into existence. Manifesting is a very real thing. No, that's fantastic. Adam, Johnny, I want to kind of come back to something that I've observed from Love Soul, and we kind of talked about it. You know, this was the first LP to come out on the label, okay? Black Sound. And then we have Florencia's album that just released. Now, can you talk about the importance to Love Soul and kind of what you're trailblazing on the scene by creating space for artists outside the US, not just to release a record, but to connect to a completely different layer of a fan base?
Yeah, it's something that's pretty exciting and unexpected, with kind of the way it progressed. You know, is I've always admired different artists from different places, but you don't kind of expect when you go into things that you'll be able to, in a bigger sense, be responsible for their art, you know, and what that means to presenting it to people and having them trust you. And it's one thing to be around, and it's one thing to be around them every day and to play music with them in person, but it's really a bigger leap of faith, or it shows a bigger leap of faith when people that we don't know personally, in the sense, outside of our community, you know, to take that chance with us as well, you know. So I think that it just sometimes reflectively it goes to show a lot for just music as a whole, you know, and how it connects people.
Yeah. Johnny, you want to add anything?
Yeah, definitely with people like Martha and Florencia reaching out to put their albums out and not being from here, just it takes a lot of vulnerability, and for them to come looking for that help, basically.
Yeah.
It was really like admirable to be able to see that come from people that are really passionate about the music, because nobody will do that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's very well put. Now, I got to ask y'all, what's next for Love Soul Productions? I mean, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the hard work that y'all have been doing. You know, creating a roster with 10 acts, constantly doing shows, constantly in the studio, cranking out records, really giving some artists, you know, that welcome, that first step, right? Give us a lens into what we can expect in the future from y'all.
We have, so pretty much with every artist that you see, we have a 45 in the works. They're already like ready, just be already recorded in the sense. So we have about 5 or 6 45s ready to drop beginning of next year.
Wow.
If not some of them by the end of the year. You can expect like 2 from the Intuitions, probably full length next year, and then Ray, Fernanda, Jack, Mike, all have 45s that are basically done recorded.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. The thing, our ethic, our work ethic, and our approach is that like we're, Chicano owned labels. Just it's me and him. Takes a village to feed a family. We don't have a big capital. We don't have like lawyers and investors. So we have to outwork So our only option is just we're in here 5-6 days a week recording, mixing, or doing logistics if it's with promoting or booking, and really our whole direction moving forward is just to outwork everybody.
I love that.
That's our only,
gotta have a little dog in you.
Only option,
Yeah, very, very cool. Well, that's super exciting. Lots of physical releases on the way. New music from new artists. I'm very excited to just kind of see the evolution continue. And I want to say that since I've known Adam, he has just been one incredible neighbor on this scene, from the brand of business that he represents to the initiatives that him and Johnny have kind of created space and opened for independent artists to flourish. I think that stuff is really great, and I'm going to continue to champion and shine the light on your work. For our last question, Florencia, I ask all my guests this. Is there a quote or mantra that you keep close to heart? Maybe a certain set of words that you were often saying to yourself during the recording process, or what's that quote or mantra that moves you?
I don't think I have one, but maybe this experience, this last experience, gave me the chance to think that. Well, a friend of mine always told me that he is a great musician, and but he had a period in his life that he was very famous, and nowadays he lives here in Argentina and he plays in like little pubs, but he's so passionate, and all the people, he's from the US, and all the people ask him like, what are you doing here if you were like famous and you believe it? And he's like, here is the passion. I don't get it some in New York, like for example. And he always tells me, you have to, as a musician, you have to be flexible. You have to be able to embrace the good days, and you have to be able to embrace the bad days and make music about that. But being like able to know that sometimes, this is quite like a cliche, but sometimes doors close, but you have to keep searching and some other doors will be open. So with in this case, these guys, Adam and Johnny, opened their door for me, and I'm very grateful. But if I didn't thought that maybe one door will be open for me, it didn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that's my not quote.
You know what though? I love that. I think it's better than a quote, because really what you did, you just told us your why. And I believe that our why, once we know what it is the most powerful thing, because no matter how many times we stop, no matter how many times we get stuck, we think about our why and it always points us in the right direction.
I do kind of want to make a note, because we are putting out our album, but I do want to just make a note for my Grito, in that they had put music last year and the year before, I believe, and that was kind of an introduction for us to getting to see what she was about. So I do know that they kind of took a chance on her too, and if maybe not for that, we might not be here. So I just want to make a note of that. I think credits.
Are we talking about the Mas Alto comp?
They had put out some of her songs last year. Yeah.
Adam, I know everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because my Grito, very instrumental. That was one of the first stepping stones, I think, that even Florencia would say, hey, post some of the things that were happening, the turbulent times in 2021. My Grito was a stepping stone based in California. And again, that is a connection point here on Instagram where, again, it's a big community, but it's also a small community. So I'm glad that we got to shine the light on My Grito. Shout out to My Grito. That's Waxvillain family. All right, y'all. Listen, before we go, I want to talk details. Let us know where we can shop the record. Let us know about the Orchid variant, and give us the counts, because I hear these records are moving.
Florencia, you can go. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, if you're in Argentina, you can reach out to her directly for copies. If you're in the US or anywhere else in the world, you can head to lovesoulproductions.com. So we have our website set up. We also have the copies available on Bandcamp. There is only 100 pressed of the Orchid. They have been going quick, and then there's only 400 of the Black. We already have copies heading to UK and some to Japan for like distro. And if you've seen, we're in every store within a 50-mile radius of LA. So yeah, there's plenty of places to get the copies, but they are going quick. Everybody that hears the record, you know, it explains why they're going fast.
All right, so to summarize that, we got to get in Florencia's DM if we want to shop it in Argentina. Otherwise, we go to Love Soul Productions. There's also Bandcamp, a Love a Low Press. I always tell everybody in the DMs, when it's 500 or less, you got to act quick. It's not that many. Any last words before we take off tonight? I want to thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate everybody who stayed with us for the 41 minutes on the live tonight. This was special.
Check out the album. It's out tomorrow on all platforms. You can pick up the vinyl on our website, or in Argentina, just hit up Florencia and stream the music. Just listen to it. It's definitely worth it.
I love that. Thank y'all so much. Waxvillain, Seattle, Washington. We're out of here.
Peace.